Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail Kamalim bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The Dicastery for Social Communication inaugurated on Wednesday, 15 September, the Salesian School of Social Communication of the East Asia Oceania region, which recorded the participation of over 60 people, including delegates of social communication and Salesians, lay people and young people active in the sector. The first session, lasting about 3 hours, began at 7 a.m. in Rome, time 1 p.m. in Manila, 3 p.m. in Port Moresby, and was led by the General Counsellor for the Social Communication, Father Gildatio Mendes. The newly appointed coordinator of the social communication in the region, Father Ambrose Pereira, welcomed the participants to the inaugural session of the Formation School and moderated the work. Father Gregorio Bicomong, SDP, Superior of the Vice Province Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, also participated in the session, which saw participants from Pakistan, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, Philippines, East Timor, Myanmar, Mongolia, Japan, Korea, Australia and Solomon Islands, and covered a total of 8 different time zones. Thanks to the joint work between the Sector for Missions and the Dicastery for Youth Ministry, and starting from the fundamental initiative of some lay collaborators in the Salesian Mission, the Advisory Committee of the Salesian Missionary Volunteer Service, a structure appointed to support the collaboration and enrichment of the Salesian Missionary Voluntary Service throughout the Salesian congregation, has come to life. There are different types of volunteering, but the SMVS has been defined very specifically by the Salesian congregation as solidarity service carried out freely and free of charge by a young person, sent and welcomed by a community in the educational and pastoral project of a Salesian presence or promoted by it, with a certain continuity and stability motivated by faith, with the missionary style and according to the pedagogy and spirituality of Don Bosco. Thanks to the support offered by the Salesian Missionary Procuratorial Salesian Missions of New Rochelle in the United States, the Salesians of Rundu, Namibia, have been able to offer food support to vulnerable children attending the Don Bosco kindergarten, along with hand sanitizer for the prevention of COVID-19 and blankets. The project benefited 123 children aged 3 to 11 from poor families, orphans, or families with minors at their head. The support offered by Salesian Missions has allowed us to feed the vulnerable children of the Don Bosco Center Kindergarten and has been particularly important during periods like that of the COVID-19 pandemic, when children are most at risk of malnutrition, to explain Father Louis Malawa, Director of the Don Bosco Center. We have also supported some families who are struggling a lot in this period, and I must say that the food donations and other kinds of support offered have been very much appreciated. On 24th, 25th and 26th September, the 150th anniversary of the first coming of Don Bosco to Nizza Monferrato will fall. And for the occasion, after the forced suspension due to the pandemic, the pilgrimage journey resumes. This year, this pilgrimage will take place among the Nisis vineyards to remember Don Bosco, and the autumn walks, which he often carried out with young people, a sort of itinerant oratory which remained among the cornerstones of the Salesian educational project. More nice, in fact, wants to retrace the places that Don Bosco, Mother Mazzarillo and the first daughters of Mary Help of Christians travel. The part was born to connect the Mother House, the Madonna of Nizza Monferrato, with the house of foundation of the Institute of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians in Mornis. On August 31st, the Salesian province of Ecuador presented a preview of the vocational gelato program, a proposal that aims to support the animation of provincial vacations and whose format is aimed at capturing the attention of the new generations. Through an informal dialogue and the sharing of an ice cream, we learn more about the life of the character, his tastes, his anecdotes, and of course the vocation that God has given him, be it towards religious life or towards work as a layman. The space is led by Father Marcelo Tigrero, Provincial Delegate for Missionary, Vocational and Voluntary Animation, and the first guest was Clemmer Sanchez, a young man who is about to begin his experience of the internship in the Amazonian mission of Yopi. The official launch was attended by over 100 people connected from various parts of Ecuador, and over 400 were the comments, many of them from young people attracted by the content. So far, the publication on Facebook has achieved an organic reach that exceeds 4,000 people. The vocational gelato will be broadcast at the end of each month, each time with a new guest. On Tuesday, September 14th, after his meeting with the Roma at the Salesian work of the Lunik 9 district in Kosice, the Holy Father Francis surprisingly also visited the Church of the Work dedicated to the risen Christ. In silence, he prayed in the place where the Roma and the Salesian community also pray and where they celebrate the sacraments. From 12 to 16 September, the General Councillor for the Missions, Father Alfred Maravilla, visited the Saints Cyril and Methodius, province of Slovenia, SLO, in the context of Project Europe. Fruit of GC26, the Europe project aims to revive the Salesian charism in the old continent, requiring the endogenous revitalization of the charism in every Salesian and community, the redesign of the presence of the provinces, and the sending of missionaries. During the last winter session, the Rector Major and his council approved the plan for the revitalization of the charism presented by the provincial Father Marko Kosnik with the Provincial Council of Slovenia. Father Maravilla visited some of the provinces and met the Provincial Council, the directors of the communities, and the Salesians of the Provincial House to help the religious to appreciate the need for the help of missionaries in today's Europe. It is a step as courageous as it is prophetic for the whole province because it requires above all a change of mentality and openness. But if this unique opportunity is seized, it will certainly lead to a revitalization of the Salesian charism, said the councillor for the missions. 3 missionaries of the 152nd missionary expedition this year are destined for the SLO province. Nerea Porras from the Youth Center El Forat of Badalona tells us her experience in the Organized Course Federation of Don Bosco Youth Centers of Catalonia, while we will know the start of the course in the main federation of Aragon and Don Bosco of Valencia. The fact of living there and being able to squeeze everything to the maximum gives you a very wide range of learning. You can thoroughly experience all the qualities, skills and points of view of the people who are living with you, with different ways of thinking and acting, but who at the end of the day have the same interest in accompanying the educational process of children from affection, joy and illusion. We all came out of that learning bubble of 10 super rich days, explains Neera. This is how Erica Hernandez has experienced her participation in the course Gamification as a learning tool organized by Bosco Global, taught by Marinva and financed by the Catalan Agency for Development Cooperation. For any trainer, when after finishing a course someone tells you that they love it and that they still want to know and learn more, it is that things have worked and the objectives of the course have been achieved. Erica shares, like the other participants, that the course has been very enjoyable and dynamic. Even to teach the most theoretical part, playful strategies have been used. And she adds, after editing the training, I feel that I have many tools, resources and playful strategies to work better with children and young people. So viewers, with that we have come to the end of today's edition. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.